Hey guys, welcome to the Feed the Beast Mindcrack modpack server. I am thinking about my sorting and item storage situation. I'd like to get something semi-permanent going because random storage, this is all randomly put in from when I was fillering a mound in the Twilight Forest. So these items aren't going to be in these barrels. But this is what I was sort of thinking of. I'll have a ender chest. That is my input barrel, and it'll be emptied by a couple of filters. I'll probably use at least 4 filters so I can empty out 4 stacks at a time. I find if you just have one filter and you've got a steady stream of items going in, it'll often get clogged, pulling out like a partial stack of cobble every tick. If you have multiple filters, you pull out several stacks at a time and you don't have to have your timer going as fast. So the filters feed these barrels, and barrels work really well with pneumatic tubes. They're fed from the top and emptied from the bottom, so I can split it up like this and items will automatically go to the closest inventory. So any glowstone would go up here and down into there, and any marble would go up here, over to here, and down into there. Marble would not try to go up this way because that's not a valid entrance for the marble. So so I can have the tubes like this. I don't need to put any covers there, which lets me double purpose this tube with a retriever. So I don't know if I'm going to use a retriever yet, but I'd like to set up the storage so that I can have that option. So if I had a retriever connected up to these tubes and it requested marble, it would pull it out here and away it would go, whichever direction the retriever is. When it comes to eventually, I mean, you can't have a barrel for every item. Well, you could, but there's like so many items in the game that it would be ridiculous to do so. I've got 26 pages and they are what, 12 by like, I don't know, lots. 12 by 22. So yeah, there's lots and lots of items. So I want to use the barrels for stuff you have in bulk and chests for the other stuff. However, chests can be fed from any side, so like these chests can both take input from this tube, which means this tube right here cannot be part of the retriever process. I need to have a separate branch for retrieving. So I need to figure that out. I can probably separate it with a transposer, like a one-way valve. If I were to stick a transposer, I mean, I'd have to move this or snake it around or something, but a transposer between these two, then items could go in. The transposer is a valid inventory, but not back the other way. So I might be able to use that. However, the transposer is a valid inventory for everything. So yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky. So I'm thinking about banks of chests like this in this slightly wider area of the hull, where I could have output tubes along here and along back here for the bottom chest, and input tubes further back, and pretend these dirt blocks are filters. With the input side on this side and the output to the chest. So items can go into there. I could have up to 9 different items per chest then, by filling up the filter with 9 separate items. And that would work pretty good. That would give me, what, 27 different items per meter of width of my storage, compared to 2 per width for this barrel system. I could also go higher. I'm not sure how high my ceiling's going to be in this room. Probably this high, but that's not for certain yet. Yeah, so that's the idea. I'm gonna think about it a bit more and set some stuff up and see if I can get it working. And I'll put more barrels over here. That's the plan anyway. See you guys soon. So I just realized something. Apparently pneumatic tubes will fill barrels from the bottom or the top. So this might change things significantly. I don't know if it's going to change them for the better or the worse though. See, there's the dirt, there's the dirt, there's the dirt, and it went into that barrel. Which was totally accidental. I was actually going to try testing something else when I discovered that. I wanted to try to see if my restriction pipes worked right to not load these chests until the barrels on the other side were full. But I think what I might end up doing is forgoing the retriever line. Oh, it went in. Where'd it go? It went in the side of the filter. I guess I need to put a panel there, a cover there. Which means this one's going to need a cover as well. I might forgo the whole retriever line because I don't know how often I would use a retriever, because you have to put an item into it to tell it what to retrieve. I'm not sure if the sortron can pull from inventories that are not directly attached to it, which would mean you could make a program that you could like go give me 10 cobble and it would go and pull 10 cobble. That would be pretty handy, but it may just be easier to go down here and grab what I want. It'd be easier to set up, that's for sure. So where this oh, it went down here. So the restrictor things are working, but since I can load barrels from top or bottom, I think I'm just going to rearrange this. And yeah, I'm going to forgo their retrieving ability and get a more compact storage system. So I'm going to rearrange it and get back to you guys. Hey, so I want to empty all these things. So what I did is I made a retriever and I put it with an empty filter and the any item thing, hooked up some bluetricity and a timer, and I'm just pulling everything out and putting it into a few barrels and chests. This should empty out everything, including the stuff in my chest, everything that's hooked up to my line. This actually might be a good reason to have oh, how much gold did I have? Should I have another barrel for it? Nah, it's fine. This might actually be a good reason to have a retriever set up, because if I ever want to move my inventory, this is a quick way to do it. I could like send it all to a an ender chest going to the new inventory if I so desired. Pretty neat, huh? It's almost done. Iron ore, soul sand, and one iron ingot that was all the way down there. Didn't even need all the chests. Did that iron ingot go through? Where'd it go? Oh, it probably stacked with something else, or maybe, oh, there, it's stuck. Oh, here he comes. Just slow. Alright, so I can pick this stuff up now, as it was all just temporary. I'll go put the bluetricity stuff back. I borrowed it from the workshop. But yeah, I've moved my stuff. Now I'm going to rearrange these barrels. So I've got a bank of filters here that are going to be facing the chests. These diamond chests are actually connected, instead of to filters, to restriction tubes, and these will be my overflow chests. So anything that doesn't have a specific barrel or filtered chest to go to will go into these 2 diamond chests. It's kind of a backup. Hopefully they'll probably end up with like the micro blocks and stuff like that I won't be specifically filtering for. I did discover that even though the Redpower tubes will fill a barrel from the bottom, it will only fill the barrel to 1 stack, and then it will reject it as a valid inventory. So I need the tubes on the top anyway, so I blocked off the bottom as a valid path with covers. I don't know why the tubes are doing that, but I suspect it's because the barrels have 2 internal inventories. One that holds a stack that is what you get when you left click on it, and the other that holds all the other stacks. And yeah, maybe like not all the other stacks, but all the others in one giant stack, and it separates them so that there's always like 1 stack that comes out when you left click, and so you can't suck out a giant stack. That's my guess, but I don't know how it's coded. There is a line of stairs underneath, and I've got half slabs here. If I eventually need to move everything, I can take out the stairs and put tubes underneath and suck everything out with a retriever. Likewise, I could destroy all these covers and suck everything out of the top barrels with a retriever. I've moved all my stuff except for my personal safe. Brought up all of my supplies from the scaffold deck up to here. So now I just have to put chests on all these. I don't think I have enough gold chests, and I'm kind of low on gold now, so I think I'm going to make copper chests. We have tons of copper. Still have some gold ones here, but the rest will be copper. I do have a spare here. I have, what, 5? Yeah, I don't know. I should balance it somehow. Let's see, how many total do we have? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total. So that would be 6 on the side and 2 extras, I don't know, somewhere. And the rest could be copper. So I'll need 24, 25, 26 copper chests. That's what I'll make next. Hey guys, welcome back. I think I've got my sorting system and storage somewhat worked out. I've got, what, something like 32 barrels. Wait, there's 7 on this side, 10 on that side on each level, so 34 barrels and a whole bunch of chests. Some of them are still not allocated. And not all of them sort, like for example, the red wire ingots and wire stuff. I've got, you know, the plain red alloy wire getting sorted into it. You see I can barely click on the filter between these. But like jacketed wire, I'll just put in by hand. It's just too much, too many different kinds to fiddle around with it too much. So yeah, that part's done. At least done for now. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I had a industrial electrolyzer hooked up to this MV transformer, and I built myself a industrial centrifuge, and I foolishly put it down thinking, oh, it's another industrial thing. I'll just put it down next to the electrolyzer, and not realizing that it only takes low voltage. So I blew up my centrifuge, my electrolyzer, my transformer, my MFSU that had 10 million EUs in it, and myself, and I did not have it on camera. So I'm sorry about, you didn't get to see me die horribly. Hey, what's this up here? I've started building some superstructure on my ship, and I decided I don't really know exactly where I want to place it until I have the gas bags in place. So that's what I'm doing now. I have this turtle. Turtle. He's easy to make. He's cheap. And he is building a sphere. He's running this program called SD Sphere. And I'm feeding him light gray rock wool for my gas bags. It's fireproof, so if they get hit by lightning, they won't catch on fire. And he needs a lot of it. They're a radius 17, so they'll be 35 blocks diameter, and I'm going to have 3 of them. The forward one is going to be where this torch is, but of course the right distance away. I'm just going to build a little bridgey thing across here so I can figure out where to, oops. Oh, I want that block. So I can figure out exactly where it's going to go. Is that the right height? This is deck height of 101. Yeah. So I need to build the gas bags so I can figure out where the superstructure towers and stuff are going to go. They need to be positioned so that they're not in the way of the gas bags. Need to be centered, which is about here, and double check that that's center. Looks like center to me. And 10 more scaffolds on there, and that should be the right height. So the turtle, I'll put him here and I'll give him the build command, and he should build the gas bag, and it is going to mean I need to take out this roof. And you know what, I'm not really happy with this front area anyway. This birch hover mode. This birch planks definitely have to go. They don't match at all. Yeah, this whole room is gonna go. I don't know exactly what I want to do with it, but I can't visualize it until I have the gas bags in place. So that's the next step. What's holding me up right now is the rock wool. So I'm making slag. I've got hover mode off. I've got a this thing spinning away, making slag from dark ashes, because Truculent had a lot of dark ashes he wasn't using from his industrial blast furnace. I need some potatoes. So I've got a hopper of ash. I have to empty it manually because I haven't hooked up anything to do it yet, but for every 2 dark ash you get 1 ash and 1 slag. Ash can be used as fertilizer, so I can run that through for biofuel instead of mulch if I so desired. And down here, the dark ash isn't going to be enough. I'm going to use it all up and still won't have enough slag. So down here I'm making iron. I'm pulverizing it so I can get the ferrous dust, and running the dust through the induction smelter. It looks like I'm out of sand. And then if I still don't have enough slag, which I probably won't, I am going to run the iron ingots back through the pulverizer, repulverize them, and resmelt them. And that way I'm basically taking energy and sand and making slag. And then what I do is I take the slag and I pop it into the induction furnace, like so. And then I give it to the turtle. Hello, turtle. I hit enter and he restarts, and he stops when he runs out of materials or runs out of fuel or gets blocked. And away he goes, he's running the program. You can get that program on computercraft.info. I just searched for Computercraft Turtle Sphere Builder and picked one of them. There's lots out there. And to get it onto the server, if you're just playing single player, you can put it in your .minecraft or your Mindcrack mods, Computercraft, Lua programs subfolder. If you're playing on a server, you have to get it in a different way, and there's like a pastebin program that the server can have, which lets you get it in through pastebin. I got it in with a program called, let me look, File Writer, which basically reads the script, types the script in for you. See, he's already out of blocks. Little dude ran out of blocks. Or is it fuel? No, it's blocks. Yeah, so it types the program in for you so you don't have to type it by hand. And it worked okay. And now I have it. And I've named the turtle so he won't forget it. You can see I'm putting torches in here so I don't get mob spawning inside the gas bag, because that would suck. And it looks cool on the minimap. Looks like a big dish in the middle of the minimap. And it looks starting to take shape on the outside. It's very dark underneath. I'll probably add some lighting. And I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them all light gray or swap out some of the colors with colored wool. I can use the wand of equal exchange to do that at the end, if I so desire. So, yep, that's what I'm doing. Right now it's just a matter of waiting for the slag. And I can probably start clearing out this. I kind of want to wait a bit. Yeah. I don't know what else to build right now while I'm waiting, so I'll see you guys later.